Hello everyone, today we have a new season of Marvel Snap, and with that comes an exciting new season pass card, Agamotto. He is the first of his kind. He has skills or spells that once they're played, they have really powerful effects, and then they're banished. They are gone from the game. You can't resurrect them, you can't hit it later with an Odin. They're gone. And so one thing that helps is board space. It's not going to continue to clutter up your board by playing them. And then also the powerful abilities of those cards are crazy. We have a 1 cost that gives your Agamotto +3 and then draws him wherever he's at into your hand unless he's been played. He stays on the board, of course. And then we have a 2 cost Winds of Autumn, which I think is one of the strongest spells. It is a movement spell. It moves your opponent's card and afflicts it with -5 power. And if you can't move the card, it still afflicts the -5 power, which is so nice. Using it as a clutter tool kind of mid-game can be so devastating for the opponent. For the 3 cost slot, we have an energy ramp. Playing it gives you 4 extra energy on the following turn, so you use it on 5. You're gonna have 10 power going into the final turn, which gives you a lot more flexibility in how and what you can play. And then we have a 4 cost card that will turn all of your other cards in that lane into the highest power card that you have in that lane. So you could use this with a really big card to get some extra benefit. Let's say you do it with a Black Panther for some reason, then they're just going to re-trigger. You could do it with something like Cassandra Nova, kind of that mid-range game plan, and then they're going to transform into Cassandra Nova. They'll keep her power that she had, and then they will re-trigger. And so not only is the opponent getting negatively afflicted 3 times, you also have a really stacked Cassandra Nova lane, or you could just use it to like a last turn swing and maybe change some like rocks that you got into something more beneficial. And with these spells, you typically want a pretty flexible game plan, and this Thanos deck does just that. It is a pretty high-end collection deck, but a lot of the cards can be subbed out pretty decently. I would say Wiccan is probably a necessity, but you could sub out Speed for like a Rocket and Groot, or just another value 3 cost. Same thing with Red Guardian. Cassandra Nova is nice, especially with additional people playing Agamotto. She has a lot of value right now. If you don't have her, it's okay. Just another good 3 cost to keep the curve. Sam Wilson, same thing. Iron Patriot. I would look at other decks that kind of operate on that early game or mid-range game scale to see what pieces would fit well, but they're not necessarily core to the deck. Sam Wilson I do like because he spawns a shield, which you can later maybe turn into something bigger whenever you have your 4 cost spell in hand. And then we have Gorgon. Gorgon you can definitely skip. I don't know that she gave me too much value throughout the entirety of this video, but with people playing things like Thanos, with people playing things like Arisham, or things like Agamotto, Gorgon has some decent value, and it fits into this curve incredibly well. Overall, I really enjoyed the extra flexibility that these spells and pieces gave to this deck, finding kind of intricate ways to be able to bring home wins that you may not have been able to otherwise. Super strong. The spells are incredible. Agamotto feels really fun to play. I'm a little bit worried that he's going to end up being too strong and find himself everywhere, but we will see. For now, we're going to go ahead and jump over into a couple of games. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, first up we have Biz. The first location is Westview. We have Reality Stone to change location. We also have Time Stone to draw an extra card. Now, normally I don't stack Time Stone, or I like to play them in different lanes, but with one of Agamotto's spells, being able to copy it and turn it into the highest powered version of a card there, you can do some really cool things with Cassandra Nova. And so I'm going to let that kind of rest. Ooh, we got their Death and we got their Blink. I'm curious what they got, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and go Sam Wilson. I'll play it to the left. And then next turn is most likely going to be bolts of I'm going to butcher this, Balthok. But it depends on what we draw. Ooh, okay, Red Guardian is actually pretty good. So is Speed. I think we save Red Guardian and we go Speed, because we need to be able to compete for that Iron Patriot lane. Ooh, it looks like they decided to go for the Raft instead for a free 6 cost. They played one of our cards. Dracula's gone. Ooh, interesting. And then the Temporal... Guys, I don't remember. Temporal Manipulation. That is the one that Gives Agamotto +3. So it did nothing for them. Good. They just got it out of their hands. All right, do we think they fill this right lane this turn? Dracula's gone. We could always do something cheeky like Reality Stone, or we can go Bolts to give us extra energy. Then maybe we just change this one. I'll change the left for now. And then since we have their blink, we could rotate into it. Looks like they're probably a full-on Hela deck. I'm not sure where the... Oh, the Iron Patriot is ours. Okay. All right, and then Jubilee into the Raft. With Scar. Big Scar. All right, with the abundance of energy that we have this turn, we could get the free Raft card as well. So Soulstone, we could go... Blink onto the Soulstone and then Red Guardian. Or if we want to make sure we get something a little bit higher, we can go Red Guardian, Blink, Soulstone. We get the free Raft card. They do as well, but we have the shield that we can move out, which is going to be nice. Oh, and we hit Wiccan. Nasty. So we have Eliath. We're going to have priority, so we just have to hit their Hela. And even if not, we can probably still pull this one out. This gives us an extra 9 in this lane, which wins the right. And then we just go, what? Big Eliath. Big Gorgon? Actually, I assume they're going to play Hela to the left. That's my assumption. Because in my mind, the person or me should move Cap Shield over into the Sam Wilson lane. So I'm going to go ahead and go Eliath left. Beautiful. We will gladly take that one. Hitting Eliath and their free Raft card, I imagine. And then we can just take away mid. And we definitely showed Biz the biz. We will gladly take the 2 cubes. Let's jump over into the next one. All right, next up, instead of Hawkeye, we have Hawk Guy. I think it's kind of funny, kind of clever. In the left lane, we have Savage Land. We have Winds of Watum to be able to disposition one of their cards. We have Bolts of Balthok to be able to give us the extra energy, and then Temporal Manipulation to be able to draw Agamotto out of our deck. Now, I kind of want to go Cassandra Nova left. I know it'll probably let us win here. Actually, that's fine, because it's only turn 2. We're going to go Cassandra Nova into mid, and then what I'm hoping for is the 4-cost spell. I forget the name, but the one that turns it into your highest power card in all the other cards in that lane into your highest power one. Cassandra Nova can just go crazy, because then she'll re-trigger her on reveal. Let's see. We could Winds of Watum, but I think instead I'm going to do something like Temporal Manipulation and Bolts of Balthazar. Balthok. That'll give us extra energy going into turn 4, so we could play out an early Thanos. We could just kind of stack the power back in our favor. We could get Agamotto into the game. And the destroyed card, it looks like Vormir procced off of that. I'm not 100% sure, but it did look like it worked. Now, I'm gonna play Winds of Watum to the left while we can, to be able to cap out their Castle Blackstone lane. And then I think for good measure, we go Agamotto and then maybe Soulstone to the right. I don't think they're going to finish filling up Castle Blackstone unless they have like a bounce deck. Then they might. Otherwise, Winds of Watum's going to... Actually, no, we don't even need to play Agamotto there. Hold on. We can just do Soulstone Agamotto just in case it didn't actually trigger and it's just a like a visual bug. Moon Girl for the double up is fine. We have a whole extra turn as well. And so now they're locked into Castle Blackstone. We could get the extra energy just by playing, what, Mind Stone? Which will let us draw a few additional cards out. Let's do Mind Stone. I'm going to do, for giggles, I guess we do Mockingbird, Sam Wilson. That'll give us extra energy on that final turn. We have mid. Ooh, Falcon. Okay. But they only get to pick up the Raptors. And so it was a like last stitch effort Hail Mary, but I mean, they get the extra energy. And then hold on. We have priority. Alioth is fine. Alioth is safe. Do we think they can beat what? 20? 18 more power here. Maybe. Just because I want to, we're going to do images of Icon. We could do it over to the right, actually. No, we're going to do this. We're going to swing this lane in our favor. Another 7, and then all of this extra stuff. The extra 3 in the left is okay. And then the extra, 3 in the right is pretty good. And so they have a lot to overcome. They didn't even shoot for the right, so I'm glad we didn't overcommit over there. The left lane may be a touch out of reach. If they have Shadow King, we're in trouble, now that all of our cards are Cassandra Nova. But like if you get that down on turn 4, the Cassandra into the images of Icon, so detrimental to the opponent. They go with the Hit Monkey. They're not amused, but I sure am. We lose the left by 1, we win mid by 10, and then we win right by a large margin as well. We'll take the 4 cubes. Let's jump over into the next one. Next up, we have Raised by Wolves. The first location, Kiln. We do get Mind Stone. We have Temporal Manipulation as well, and then Bolts of Balthazar, which we can use on 3 to be able to get some big power into the Kiln, or Space Stone allows us to just play in the Kiln with Thanos anyways, which is probably going to be beneficial. We have Sam Wilson to be able to just continually like power up that left lane, or Reality Stone if we want to just rip it away. We have a lot of options to deal with that first location. I guess it depends on what we draw. The car is interesting. I don't know that I want anything to pull in here. So Reality Stone, Time Stone. Next might be, I don't know. It could be Bolts of Balthazar. So we can do a big play plus the images of Icon. Whoa, Sinister London is not what we wanted to see though. RIP to the Thanos. However, double Bolts of Balthok? Not Balthazar. Oh my god, I keep saying Balthazar. Double Bolts of Balthok could be big. Maybe it's just... Maybe this turn it's just this. We use the big bolts later on. Viper is unfortunate. But they're running a clutter heavy deck. Because now, I guess we can move the shield and play like Mockingbird plus images of Icon to turn all of those into 9 or 12 or Agamotto 13, whatever it ends up being. 16. But to do that, we would need this space, and I'm a little bit worried about having the space available. I mean, we could always let this rip this turn. Give us massive energy going to turn 5. As long as they don't do like a double debris, we could be okay. Like a big cannonball is fine. Shang-Chi might actually be problematic. I think we're just going to hope that they don't clutter us in Sinister London. Ooh, they have a double Bolt of Balthok as well. Okay. And then what's in the left lane? Hopefully... Okay, King Eitri is fine. Absolutely fine. If we had Gorgon down, them playing their spell cards would be much more difficult. But as it is, ooh, Winds of Watum are also really, really good. So maybe we go Bolts of Balthok. We go Winds of Watum. Oh, we can't to the left. I guess we could in mid, but we really want to. They go first, so they go Eliath, then we're in trouble. Otherwise, we have 2 free spaces to do like Agamotto, Images of Icon. We dodge their potential cannonball play. Big King Eitri. If they have Winds of Watum of their own, a bit scary. Then Annihilus doesn't cap us out mid, but left is a little bit worse for wear. That's fine. We can choose where we want our cards to go, and I think we're going to split them up between left and mid. So one will go to the right, one will go mid. We have the massive bolts, and then we went ahead and did the Winds of Watum, which is going to clutter up their right lane. And so we don't need as much power over there. Whoa! Even if you play Winds of Watum in the right, even if it can't move, it gives it -5. I did not think that's how that was gonna proc, but here we are. So Agamotto, Images of Icon, and actually I'm gonna let the right lane absorb both. That way we go Images of Icon, or Agamotto here. All of these will be Agamotto, all of these will be Agamotto, and we'll be happy. As long as they don't have an Eliath. That, or maybe a double clutter in the right lane, like throwing a debris here. Seems really low power, but could potentially do it. Otherwise, an Eliath is scary. Cannonball hurts us a little bit, depending on where the second cannonball goes. I'm feeling at least decent. Okay, Shadow King, that's fine. Winds of Watum. Oh no! So now it depends on where our Agamotto goes. We're hoping Agamotto pops a left. Beautiful. Left gives us a win there. Images of Icon in mid. Just we already had the win there, but it just blows it away. The -8 hood becomes 16 power Agamottos, and then the right lane, we're gonna copy them all into Mind Stone or Spider Ham. So we don't have the negative power over there, but it still is what it is. We will gladly take the 4-cuber. Let's go ahead and jump over into the next one. All right, next up we have Meso Leo. We don't have a turn 1 play. We have what I think is one of the strongest spells in Winds of Watum. -5 Affliction plus movement is so handy. And then we do have Sam Wilson. I'm going to go ahead and use it into the Abbey. And Spider Island is interesting. We can always move Sam Wilson's shield over to the left. We could potentially fill up these other 2 lanes so that the card sticks. And big Cassandra Nova. Meso is running, they have 11 cards in deck, so it could be, I don't know. There's so many decks now that generate additional things, like additional cards. I don't know which one they're running. But either way, we're going to go Cassandra Nova now. We're going to afflict it by 10. And we're going to aim, as they get maybe 1 more card in Pet Mansion, we're going to aim a Winds of Watum their way just to cap them out. We have 1 guaranteed lane, then we just have to win another one after that point. But before that, I mean, we might as well go Red Guardian. And we'll do Time Stone. Red Guardian, we have priority. I'm going to snap into it. We take away their Victoria hand. She can no longer help them or benefit them in any way. And then we're just looking for the Pet Mansion Clutter with Winds of Watum after. But I guess it depends where their Spider Island card goes, unless that's a locational change card, of course. Ooh, and then Images of Icon can be devastating if we hit the Cassandra Nova with it. And then all of a sudden they have another big negative affliction. I want to get Winds of Watum down, but I don't know. That would leave us doing speed to the right. I'll do speed into mid, because I don't think we're going to need all that much power in the right. Winds of Watum shifts the Victoria hand. We're hoping their Spider Island card jets over into the Pet Mansion. That's our hope at this point. The Wiccan, extra energy is big. Huge. Not big enough for him, though. And so now, do we want to do Images of Icon onto the speed? All of these turn into 7 power monsters, so 7, 14, 21. We could also just do like a big Agamotto here. Throw Cap Shield over to the left, and then replace that 1 power with Mind Stone, unless they can get some kind of power here, which they would, I guess if they win here, they could. But no such luck. We will grab the 2 cubes. Let's go ahead and jump over into 1 more. All right, next up we have the Jeff Hoagland himself. The Bifrost, interesting location. Not great for us, not awful though. We can always change it with Reality Stone. But what is great is we are sitting and staring at a hand full of stones. If we find Gorgon, they have cards generated, so it looks like maybe just Agamotto, but we can make their spells that much clunkier. We're staring at all of our stones right now. Space Stone, I'll go ahead and go... I'll go ahead and go Soul Stone as well. Both of those allow us to draw 3, 4, 5s. Actually, we should have went Power Stone and then 1 Draw Stone, because we wasted a draw. That's fine. So Sam Wilson, I'm gonna go ahead and go Time Stone into mid. We're not gonna play into the Forge because we can't afford to have any additional things in our hand. And Jeff was pretty slow go on the first couple of turns, so probably a high-end type of deck. Werewolf. Okay, so we could go Wiccan. Actually, I think we do use Wiccan here. Next turn we could transform Mind Stone and Sam Wilson into Wiccans. Or we could let Sam Wilson get his buff. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny to have 3 Wiccans. We're going to do that. I'm not going to change the Bifrost. I want to snap here, but I also want to see this game play out because we have such a beautiful setup. Now we have to look out for some counter-heavy things from Jeff. Now, Fastos, it was said that Fastos, since it can't affect the spell's powers, that it always reduces their cost. And so he has Fastos come down, King Eitri as well, so he'll be able to make sure that one gets pulled out from his hand. Let's see here. I'm going to leave Sam's shield here just in case he goes Winds of Watum. I don't want to get capped out in the Forge. And so we're going to go big Images of Icon, and then what do we do? I guess just speed here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we'll be able to do the big Thanos. Actually, we may not even do the big Thanos. It may be more in line with Eliath and like a Winds of Watum. But actually, I don't know. We're going to have an obsessive amount of power or energy. So let's go ahead and get another Wiccan, and we'll get a 3rd Wiccan with the Images of Icon. Sometimes you use it to transform into like Cassandra Nova, Red Guardian. This time, we're going to be slapping down the gigantic Wiccan. And so now we have priority. We have a measly 12 energy on this final turn. We always want to go... Oh, I can't move. Oh, no. I can't move the right lane. It's locked in. Oh, shoot. The right lane is locked in because of my foolishness. We could try for a Winzawatomb. Winzawatomb setup. But I think we have to, like, do this and hope for the best. Man, I took away Falcon, and that was... We should have moved the shield far left before Falcon... Sam Wilson. Before Sam Wilson disappeared. Ah, so double right, and then one left. Oof, okay. Goliath to the left would have done it for us. Images of Icon turning, getting a duplicate werewolf. Into the temporal movement. Oh my gosh, we got bamboozled. The Goliath left. No, wait, we win. Okay, I was gonna say the Goliath left would have been beautiful. Beautiful play from Jeff with the double werewolf, but we were able to hold it down just with the forge. Very cool tech play. We'll take the 2, and that is where we're gonna go ahead and end the video. Thank you guys as always for being here. This has been TLSG. Later, guys.